Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angel. Hello. Please ignore my background. I don't have time to fix up my bed. I have less than 15 minutes to record this video. I'm heading out, so this has to be really quick. I always try to remind myself to not look at the screen but to look at the camera lens, so you know that I'm looking at you. But yeah, guys, it is officially 1 year since I started this mini braid challenge. I think I deserve a little round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you. I did not know I would get here. Guys, I said I was going to do this for 1 year, but to be honest, I was so open-minded. I was ready to stop at any point where I felt exhausted, but I actually did it. I did it up to 1 year, and I'm super proud of myself. My hair is still in braids. I haven't taken this braid down. I have a wig on. My hair is inside. This is what my hair currently looks like. I'm not taking out this week because I'm heading out, like I said. So I'm trying to be quick. But once I take down my hair, I'm going to show you guys what my hair looked like when I started the challenge and what it looks like after taking down the last braid. I did not record my hair out the day I decided to do the mini braids challenge. It was more like, if I don't do it today, I'm not going to do it again. So I had to do it that day. And I had already started putting my hair in braids off camera, but I did a little length check with the front part of my hair, and I'll show you guys the results also. But yeah, I just want to share with you guys some of the things that I have learned, some of the hot takes I have. Is it hot takes? I don't know, but just a few things that I've learned that has helped me throughout this challenge, and I hope it will help you if you're trying to hop on this. I think I will still do this for another 2 years. I feel like in the next 2 years I will definitely get to my goal, which is waist length hair. Once I get there, I can do whatever I want to do with the hair. I don't really care anymore at that point, but I need waist length hair. I need my hair to get to waist length, so I might do this till 2026, 27, 2028. Let's see how that goes. The first thing that I have learned during this 1 year of having my mini braids on is that everything is easier. Everything is easier. A lot of the time, people complain about wash days, especially, and the tangling and all of that. But because I wash my hair in mini braids, it takes me like 5 minutes to shampoo 5 minutes, like 2 minutes to shampoo my hair because there is no need to detangle, right? My hair is usually on braids. And whenever I am rebraiding my hair, I take down one braid and braid it back up, one braid and braid it back up. So I have not seen my full afro in like 6 months. I think I took it down in December when it clocked 6 months. I just wanted to be sure that my hair was doing fine before I take down everything and I see that I'm bald or something. So I took it down sometime in December. I'll have a video here, and then since then I haven't seen my afro, so I only take down one braid and braid it back up, one braid and braid it back up. So yes, to be fair, rebraiding takes a lot. It takes a lot. I think that's the hardest thing throughout this challenge, but I usually rebraid my hair after 4 to 8 months. I think the longest I've done is 10 months, but I try to stretch it as much as possible, and it's therapeutic for me. I love to do my hair, so I just know that the whole day I'm spending it on my hair, put on a nice series, finish the series. I mean, it might take me like 8 hours because I usually see movies and I eat in bit. I take a lot of food breaks. Like, I don't think of it as a hassle, right? Because I always look for a day where I'm free, and then I do, and I love to do my hair, so it doesn't really take a lot for me to do it. I usually enjoy it, so I think everything is easier when you're working with your hair in braids, and that is why I am jealous of the locks girlies. But I cannot lock my hair because I think I get bored. I get bored easily, and I like my hair loose. I like to feel my hair. I like to touch my hair. Yeah, otherwise I would have locked my hair, to be very honest. But it is easier. I have my notes in my phone, but my phone is charging because, like I said, I'm going out and I forgot to charge it. So I'm just trying to read from my notes. Can you see? Okay, so washing is easier, rebraiding, and then my scalp no longer feels itchy because I now wash my hair every single week. Every single week I shampoo my hair. It's like I said, it's easier for me. When I'm having my bath, I can just pour a shampoo and just that's it. It's so much easier. So as someone that has very itchy scalp, my scalp is literally itchy naturally. Before, when I was just coming out of the bathroom, my scalp is already itchy. But now, because I wash my hair more regularly and it's easier to wash my hair. When I tell people to wash their hair regularly, they think I mean you should go through the entire process of detangling and pre-pulling, and you are going to cut their hair. you're going to cut the hair, but just washing my hair in braids has made it so much easier. And you can wash your hair in other kind of protective styles, even with twists and all of that. I don't like twists because I feel like my hair feels locked when I have twists on, and I just don't fancy it. I really like cornrows, but it was time to pull my front hair back. My hairline was starting to recede. I'm like, nah. I used to have hair almost to my eyebrows, but right now you can see the follicles are still pretty active. That's my hair, but it was starting to move backwards, and then I stopped. Oh yeah, and then scalp massage is so much easier because you have access to your scalp when your hair is on mini braids. Yeah. So contrary to a lot of popular opinion that mini braids grow out your hair, it does not. It does not grow out your hair. Your hair grows out from your scalp. It has nothing to do with the kind of hairstyle you have on. But what mini braid does is that it helps you to reduce breakage. When your hair is breaking, that is when it gets shorter and shorter, and you assume that your hair is not growing. But if your hair is in fact growing, but you're losing all that length, I'm trying to avoid the word length retention because I feel like a lot of people have heard it and they're like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me length retention anymore. But it's just the truth. I'm sorry. If you're waiting for new information, you will wait and tire, right? It is what it is. Mini braids help with length retention and not hair growth. It doesn't pull your hair from your scalp more than it should. It would normally grow. Okay, like I mentioned, I haven't seen my afro in 6 months. That also implies that I have not combed my hair in 6 months. When I take down one braid, I just finger the tangle, take up any whatever that might shed hair and all of that, and then braid it back up. I have not used comb in my hair for 6 months, which makes my hair thicker. I do not have time to take off this wig and show you guys, but I'll make a video as soon as I get back home, and you will see that my ends are a lot thinner. My roots are so thick now because those roots, at least the ones that have grown in the past 6 months, have not experienced any form of manipulation through combs or brushes, and the hairs that have grown in the past year have only experienced detangling through brush and combs maybe once. Yeah, but I have not been using comb, and then that is what will help my hair get thicker, not the braid itself. You get it? Because your hair is locked in, there is no manipulation going on, your hair is not breaking, it tends to be thicker and longer. Doesn't mean the braid is actually growing your hair from your scalp longer or thicker. No, it just means that you are retaining length, your hair is not coming off as much as it's used to, and obviously your hair is not removing, it's there, so it will be thicker. You get it? Another thing I have learned is that bigger braids or medium-sized braids are a lot better than mini braids. You see those tiny braids, that personally, this is my own opinion, it's my opinion, no, absolutely not. They tend to cause a lot of split ends, a lot of single strand knots, and it takes a lot of time and effort to take down. I feel like it defeats the whole purpose. But having bigger braids, your hair, taking down the hair is a lot easier, less split ends, less breakage. So moving forward, I won't be calling this a mini braids challenge. I'll be calling it a midi braids challenge or medium braids challenge, because that's what it is. I'm never doing mini braids again. I'm not doing those tiny braids. Never. I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to do medium braids that are easier to take down, easier to braid back up. They are just easier. And like I said, less split ends, less breakage, less single strand knots, fuller hair, right? I forgot what I titled this video, but one thing that I have learned is that I need to trim more regularly. I think the last time I trimmed was 6 months ago, but I think so overall in this whole challenge I would say I've trimmed my hair maybe twice or 3 times, but moving forward I'll try to trim like 5 to 6 times. Now when I say trim, I don't mean actually cutting out a lot of hair. I mean whenever I'm rebraiding, even if it means this much, like just, I think they call it dusting. Because right now I will show a video. Those ends I have to cut off like 1 inch, and I don't mind at all, because the last time I did mini braid challenge for like 4 months or 3 months or 6 months, I did not trim the hair and I lost all that length because the split ends and everything. It just made the hair was damaged. So moving forward, I don't give a shit if maybe I will trim 3 inches worth of hair. I will trim it off because I have PTSD. I had to cut my hair. I had not seen my hair that short since my hair was like 2 years. My hair is 6 years now. It's supposed to be down my back, but I had to cut a lot of hair because I refuse to trim. Now I'm going to trim. I'm going to be a trimming maniac, but that doesn't mean you're not going to trim off all of the hair you're supposed to be retaining, right? So that's why I say dusting. Just trim it just a little bit, maybe every time I rebraid, and I try to rebraid every 2 months. I try a lot of times 4 to 8 weeks anyway. And like I said, the most I've done is 10 weeks, 10 weeks plus. But yeah, so imagine after that time, just do something as little as this. It's even easier for your mental health, even if it means at the end of the challenge you have to remove 1 inch of hair. If you're doing those tiny tiny pieces, you won't see all of that hair coming off at once. Do you get? So in your brain, your mental health is intact. Yeah, I don't have time. Okay, yeah, moving on, moving forward, I'm also going to switch up the patterns. I really don't know how I'm going to do it yet because like I said, I take down one braid and I braid it back up. That's how I do my rebraiding process. But in a video I posted, an update video, someone else advised that I should switch up the patterns in order to prevent baldness and like permanent patterns, like so my hair is not just permanent. You get the point? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So maybe I'll take down a row and then switch up the patterns. I don't really know, but I'll figure it out. And once I do, I'll let you guys know moving forward. I have 5 minutes. Another thing that I have learned and I'm sitting on is moisture, 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 moisture. Now, I want you to know that I started doing hair for people. By the way, I own a salon in Abuja, Nigeria. If you want to do your hair, make sure scan and then book your appointment and I got you. I'm going to do your hair and make sure you get to your hair goal as soon as possible. Why is this hair supposed to be in the side of the hair, right? Like the wig. This is this is supposed to be at this other side. Anyway, so if one thing I've noticed from myself and from doing other people's hair is that um once you start taking your hair seriously, once you start taking your hair care um journey seriously, it takes a little time for your hair to transition from being constantly dry, brittle, and breaking to being to flourishing and being the luscious and all of that. So if you've not started taking your hair care process seriously, you're not moisturizing your hair a couple of times a week, you are not washing your hair regularly, your hair is most likely very very dry. And especially if you're in a place like Nigeria that is a bit tropical, the humidity is just crazy, your hair is most likely very dry. You need to focus on moisture because if your hair is dry, it's going to break. If your hair is dry in braids, when you're taking it down to rebraid it, it is going to break. You're going to lose a lot of hair. So you have to moisturize your hair 2 to 3 times a week. Wash your hair weekly. You can even deep condition your hair every week, and then do that regularly for a while. Moisture is key. Right now, I can get away with moisturizing my hair maybe once in 2 weeks because my hair is not dry. Plus, moisturizing your hair properly in mini braids locks in moisture longer, so your hair doesn't get dry as it would when it's out or when it's in twists or any other hairstyle like wash and goes and the rest. Your hair usually stays moisturized longer. But if you are just starting your hair care journey, you're just moisturizing your hair now, you're still learning your hair, your hair will most likely get dry faster. I hope that makes sense. Regardless of your hair porosity, I know hair porosity has a huge part to play. Definitely, I'm not disputing that. If you're high porosity, your hair is going to lose moisture more than a low porosity girly. But I still stand by this. If you're a low porosity girl and you have not been moisturizing your hair well for a long time, it'll take time for your hair to get for that moisture to get locked back into your hair to the point where you can skip remoisturizing for like a week. Please don't do longer. if you know that the humidity is a lot, please just take care of your hair and re-moisturize it. Personally, I like to spray my hair with water, apply my leave-in conditioner, and then a butter to seal it in. That is the best way for me. I know some people say low porosity girls don't need butters. Please, I've tried it. It did not work. In like 1 hour, my hair was dry, but with butters, my hair stay moisturized longer. My hair personally really likes shea butter, so that works really well for me. Figure out what works for you and then do it. I think I need to book my ride because there is no time anymore. I'm going to church. I love going to church, guys. Go to church. Do not neglect the gathering of the brethren. Hold on, let me order my ride. Okay. While I try to get a ride, that being said, oh my god, my ride is 4 minutes away. But that being said, after getting in all that moisture into your hair, ensure to protect that moisture with satin bonnet and pillowcase. I don't like to sleep with the bonnet. I'm so sorry. Maybe if I moisturize my hair that evening, I can put on the bonnet and go to bed. But if I on a normal, I can't. It stresses me out. So I have satin pillowcase. Guys, no time. I have a satin pillowcase. Use a satin pillowcase and sleep, or a satin bed sheet. Just protect all of that moisture. If you know you drive a lot, get I think there's this thing that they put on the car seats with satin. You can get a tailor to just make it for you, or just get a bonnet and they just put it over your seat, so that when you're leaning on the seats, it doesn't draw out all the moisture. Protect the moisture and make sure it lasts longer. Oh my goodness, my ride is 3 minutes away. Another thing is that product, you know what, guys, let me end this video. But oh my goodness, okay, product buildup is a real thing, so please do not apply leave-in conditioners on your hair like this, like applying the, say, deep conditioner and then going like this, because it just sticks to the roots of your hair and that can cause a lot of breakage, can cause you to lose a lot of hair. And then lastly, if you're going to do mini braids long term, make sure to get a lot of wigs and scalps, because it looks old after like hours. All right, that's all for this video. My ride is outside. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to do an update on the one year mini braids challenge. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.